Adam is recognized in the Abrahamic religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, as the first human created by God. His story, while consistent in its core themes, varies slightly across these traditions. Creation of Adam. God created Adam as the first human being from clay, dust, or earth, depending on the scriptural description. In the Hebrew Bible, Genesis, God formed Adam from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, making him a living being. In the Quran, it is described that God shaped Adam from clay, breathed his spirit into him, and taught him the names of all things, signifying Adam's knowledge and special status among creation. The Garden of Eden. Adam was placed in the Garden of Eden, Jannah in Islamic tradition, a paradise where he lived in harmony. He was given free will and instructed to enjoy everything in the garden except the fruit from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. This prohibition was a test of obedience. To alleviate Adam's solitude, God created Eve, Hawa in Islam, from Adam's side or essence to be his companion. They lived together peacefully in the garden. The false Satan, Shaitan, Iblis in Islam, played a central role in their eventual disobedience. In the Bible, Satan, in the form of a serpent, tempted Eve to eat the forbidden fruit, who then gave it to Adam. In the Quran, Satan deceived both Adam and Eve, leading them to eat from the forbidden tree. This act of disobedience caused their fall from grace. As a result, they became aware of their nakedness, felt shame, and were banished from the garden to live on earth. God, however, showed mercy, guiding them despite their sin. Life on earth. Adam and Eve were sent to earth to live as mortal beings, tasked with cultivating the land and beginning human civilization. They became the parents of humanity, with their children including Cain, Abel, and Seth. Cain's murder of Abel is a pivotal story, symbolizing the introduction of sin and moral struggle among humans. Cain and Abel. One of the earliest and most tragic events in human history occurred between Adam's sons, Cain and Abel. Cain, driven by jealousy, murdered his brother Abel, marking the first instance of human violence. God sent a raven to show Cain how to bury his brother, teaching the importance of burial rituals and the gravity of taking a life. Adam as the first prophet. In Islamic tradition, Adam is recognized as the first prophet, receiving guidance and knowledge from God. He was taught divine wisdom, including the names of all things, symbolizing humanity's unique capacity for knowledge and creativity. Adam passed down the principles of worship, morality, and gratitude to God. He built places of worship and taught his descendants to follow the path of righteousness. Some Islamic accounts suggest Adam was the first to construct the Kaaba, the sacred house in Mecca, later rebuilt by Prophet Abraham and his son Ishmael. Adam's role and legacy. Adam is often regarded as the first prophet, carrying God's guidance to his descendants. In Islamic tradition, he repented for his sin, and God forgave him, setting an example of divine mercy. His life on earth was seen as a test and a precursor to the divine plan for humanity. Death of Adam. Adam is said to have lived a long life, with traditions varying on the exact duration, commonly 930 years in biblical accounts. Upon his death, he was buried by his family, marking the beginning of human mortality and the legacy of faith, struggle, and redemption passed down through generations. Symbolism and interpretation. Adam's story is deeply symbolic, representing human free will, accountability, and the enduring relationship between humanity and the divine. It underscores themes of creation, sin, repentance, and redemption that are central to all three Abrahamic faiths. Adam's life is a reminder of humanity's origin, purpose, and the moral responsibility to live in harmony with God's guidance. The story of Adam, the first human being, is rich with details and interpretations across Abrahamic religious traditions. Here's an expanded account of his life, focusing on key events and aspects that are often explored in religious and cultural contexts. Through Adam's life, we learn the importance of humility, the inevitability of human error, and the power of repentance and redemption. His journey reflects the universal human experience of trials, growth, and the enduring connection to the divine.